This is Let's Talk About Soaps. I'm here with the voice of the rally to bring back the soaps. May 15, 2012, across the street from Avery Fisher Hall, where ABC Disney is soliciting advertisers. The voice right here is MarkAnthony. Go ahead, Mark. Talk. This is your time to talk.
I am angry. I have been watching One Life to Live since I was 2 years old. It was something I depended on and counted on and assumed would be there. Maybe you could say I took it for granted like the rest of us. I don't know. All I know is that ABC did us wrong. They betrayed us. They let us down. They murdered our family. We know the difference between reality and fiction. We know it's just actors playing roles, but those characters were in our lives, in our living rooms, 5 days a week for 4 decades. We grew up with them. I myself owe any class or dignity I have to Erica Slezak's character, Victoria Lord Riley Buchanan Carpenter, at all. All kinds of social topics that may not come up in the real world, interacting with real people, would come up on the program, and then you would learn how to deal with it when it really happened in life. It was entertainment, escapism. There was just no reason for it. It probably would have ended organically by itself in a decade or so anyway. Erica Slezak and Susan Lucci, beautiful women that they are, they're not spring chickens. They weren't going to do it forever. But to fire them was unceremonious, unfair, disrespectful, rude, callous, and heartless. And we are going to be here at every ABC upfront, as we were last year, as we are this year, as we will be next year, to let our voices be heard, to let it be known that we are hurt deeply, and we're not going to take it lying down. People can call us a bunch of freaks for standing out here in the rain. We don't care. Until One Life to Live or all my children are back on the air, we're going to be out here.
Okay. Now, MarkAnthony, you're very vocal. You have your loud and crazy. You read a poem.
Is the camaraderie and unity and family we have found in fellow soap fans. It brought us out of the house where we were just watching show together. And not only, we're like the post office, not just, regardless of sun or rain or whatever weather, we will be out here together letting our voices be heard.
Okay.
I wrote this on Facebook the other night. I'm a One Life to Live fan, but I feel for all soap viewers. I read a post on Facebook, a grandmother who looked forward to her retirement just so she could sit and watch her shows, and the day of her retirement was the day of the cancellation of her shows. It broke my heart to read that. I keep reading about generation after generation after generation of one family growing up with these shows. So this little poem I wrote goes out to all soap fans everywhere. We were here 1 year ago today at the ABC Upfronts. 1 year ago today, I was on another world. I was with all my children, and we were celebrating the days of our lives and feeling young and restless because at the time, the company Prospect Park, they were our guiding light. So there was no need to search for tomorrow. We stayed that day until the edge of night, enjoying the loving and passions of our bold and beautiful soap stars and our fellow fans. But I swear to you today, as the world turns, not even the doctors of General Hospital can shed a light on the dark shadows that have fallen over our hearts since losing our One Life to Live.
Beautiful, MarkAnthony. Wonderful poem. So I'm sure you've touched a lot of people with that poem and with your voice. You're the voice of the people who can't get out here. Like
I'm the voice of soap fans united against ABC. We're at so many groups. We've all joined forces. There were disparate factions that have all come together in unity, putting aside all other nonsense just to focus on letting the advertisers and the network hear our voices. We are unified.
Now, General Hospital is the one stuff that's left on ABC, and I know that was it One Life to Live characters have migrated over,
a handful of One Life to
and just to sort of satisfy the All My Children fan base. So, have you reached out to the General Hospital fans to try to get them on board with bringing back All My Children and One Life to Live? What's your strategy going forward?
Well, the General Hospital fans, like any soap fans remaining nowadays know there are only 4 daytime dramas left on the air. So if we don't stick together, we definitely will fall. They don't want to see their show fall by the wayside like we lost ours, One Life to Live and All My Children. So General Hospital fans are they're active. They're complacent though. And as a matter of fact, I believe the handful of One Life to Live characters that migrated over General Hospital, I'm not sure every General Hospital fan is happy with that. Regardless, it's not enough. It's too little. It's too late. We need our show back. It's not just the characters. It's the real world stuff. New York City lost the only 2 remaining soaps that filmed here. That's real jobs. That has nothing to do with the fictional world. We're talking about the Erica Kane and stuff. These are people's bread and butter. People with kids to feed. Nearly 2,000 jobs were lost. The behind the scenes crew when the soaps left New York City. So while it is admirable to some degree that some of our characters survive on General Hospital, it really does nothing to fix the travesty that occurred.
Now, we're across the street from ABC where they are soliciting different advertisers or advertisers. They say annual upfront. Now, one of the strategies I heard was to get in touch with the advertisers that are advertising for the Chew or the Revolution and put the pressure on them, and also to shore up the advertisers for General Hospital. Will you continue to do that? And how are the groups doing that? How are you affecting that pressure on ABC?
The groups are amazing, and there are some wonderful people. Sean Brady, Cole Bell, Susan Hoffman, and others I don't even know. It's letter writing, phone calling, coming out, getting in their faces, whatever it takes. Every level that we can reach them, we are trying. Every level, I mean, up to this most base and simple one, yelling in their faces. But as I said, there's been letter writing, there's been calling, there's Facebook, Twitter, groups organized. We're trying everything we can to be heard.
Like
We'd rather be home with our feet up watching our shows.
Sure. Now, I was told that one advertiser did pull out of the Revolution or the Chew Hoover.
Vacuum cleaners. Let's hear it for Hoover, y'all. We will never, ever, no matter how this thing plays out or ends, we will never, ever be able to let Hoover vacuum cleaners and their executives know how grateful we are by their show of support. That was an extraordinary measure for them to pull their advertising from ABC altogether. That was extraordinary.
Now, did also fans go out there and buy Hoover vacuum cleaner?
We did, yes. Even those of us didn't need it. Hoover, Swiffer, vacuum cleaner, dustbuster, anything with that little H.
Okay, so now that's pretty powerful when it comes to a company that you can affect that kind of change and pressure on. So now, going forward, similar pressure.
I believe one of those Hoover executives, his mom or grandma was a soap fan, and that was that.
Okay, I see. So MarkAnthony, you've been out here, you've been on the bullhorn, you must have said that poem like a good 20 times. And you also read this as a press release to urge ABC to bring back its signature soaps. So just summarize, what is the message that you sent out to ABC from this press release?
Well, the point of today's gathering was to let the advertisers know that they are being misled, that ABC is not being true with what they're telling them. ABC is trying to sell them a daytime lineup that doesn't exist. There are no viewers for ABC's daytime lineup anymore. They alienated them, they rejected them, they betrayed them, and we are gone. We want to come home, but they don't seem to want us anymore. And we just want the advertisers to know that they'd be wasting their time and money to back anything that the ABC Disney network tries to promote, especially during the time slot formerly occupied by 40-year-old plus veterans, All My Children, and One Life to Live.
So now you have the Chew and the Revolution. I hear
it's already been canceled, and the Chew can't be far behind.
Okay, now what do you think of them substituting your daytime soaps with those type of programming?
It's from their point of view, it's understandable. It's a lot cheaper to put up a reality show, set up a kitchen set, have 5 people cook a meal and serve it to the audience, opposed to paying actors and set designers and writers and all the crew that it takes to make the shows. However, the soaps had an integrity and brought a level of entertainment unparalleled by anything, any other genre, ever on TV. The soap operas were a form of escapism, yet a form of actual instruction, a form of social instruction, unprecedented. I mean, there's always going to be TV shows, but nothing like the soap operas, nothing like the daytime, 5 days a week, an hour in your face. I mean, they become family. They get in your head and your heart whether you want them to or not.
Yes. Now, my mom is a soap fan, and I'm out here for her as well because she's elderly and cannot be here. And she expresses that same sentiment that they were like her friend, they were like her family. And how dare ABC think that they can just get rid of someone's family like that? So, I mean, if someone hurts a member of your family, what do you do?
Exactly. That you touched on it. It's more than just entertainment. Like I told you, it strikes a nerve. It strikes a chord into your heart and soul. As I said, I've been watching One Life to Live since I was 2 years old. I remember as a 2-year-old child things going on. I watched my Sesame Street, my cartoons and stuff, and that was all. But when the soaps came on with the drama, that's when I really watched. Probably explains a lot. But reality TV, it's an oversaturation of it in the medium. They're losing viewers. It's cheaper, and you get what you pay for. They may be spending less money to produce these shows, but they're getting less back.
Well, they try to say that a corporation is a person, right? They have the status of a person, but they don't have the feelings of a person. They seem to make these decisions almost like arbitrarily. Like all these people that are fans, they don't even matter. They don't count. So if two people care for each other, they show it in different ways. Did ABC show care? Did Disney show care?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Just like you said, you're here representing your mom who's, because of her age or her medical condition can't come out. People enjoy staying home and watching their stories. It's as old as I can remember. I'm 45 years old. I've always known people watching their stories, especially in the New York area. Anyone home doing that, and it's not just housewives and people home in the day. It's intelligent people, people who work and come home and watch their DVR or would watch it on SoapNet or even their VCR. Soap fans are not all crazy. Soap fans are not all shut-ins. Soap fans are not all housewives or house husbands or homebodies. Soap fans are diverse. We have my partner's a vice president. We have actors. We have people in the business. We have singers. We have we have high school students. We have a kid younger than any of us who knows the stories and has followed it because it spoke to him in a way. It speaks to all of us in a way.
So would you say that ABC Disney is a culture killer? ABC Disney, literally a soap serial killer.
Brian Franz and Sweeney and ABC are serial killers. Not in the Jeffrey Dahmer kind of way, but you know what I'm saying.
In other words, they have actually killed a part of our culture. They have like kicked it.
I was not supposed to outlive Erica Kane. None of us, none of you, no one was supposed to. She was supposed to go on and on and on. It's just ludicrous. I mean, we have losses. I mean, shows get canceled. People pass on. Things happen, of course. There's so few things you can count on in this life. And ABC, they gave us something we thought we could always count on. We don't want to hate them and feel the animosity towards them that we do. If they would rectify this and fix this, we would just call it water under the bridge like it never happened and welcome them back into our hearts, our homes, our wallets. But they seem to want to just ignore us and want us to just go away. But we're not going anywhere. We were here last year. We'll be here next year. It's been a year and we're still here.
Yeah. Now, MarkAnthony, before we go, is there anything else you want to add to that? Say to the viewing audience, or just say to fans out there that feel like there's nothing that they can do. What can they do? Can they join a Facebook page? What can they do?
By all means, I can't emphasize or stress more strongly the support and love and unity that you get when you join one of these groups. watching TV really is a personal thing you do in your own home with your feet up in your house. When they canceled our soaps, we all came together. I met people. The only silver lining to this travesty, this fiasco, this crime that they've done is the interpersonal relationships that I have developed with these people here. But even they know. I would forget them all just to go watch my show.
Thank you, Mark Anthony.
You're very welcome. Thank you for listening.